From the very first trailer for the American Society of Magical Negroes, it was pretty obvious what this movie actually was. Despite it being described as a satire and a take on the trope of a magical Negro showing up to help a white man in movies, the reality was that this was a massive virtue signal meant to tell everybody exactly how hard it is for black people to just live their lives when the evil white man gets everything that they want. And people reacted the way you'd expect. The trailer got absolutely annihilated, full of people talking about white tears, them talking about how the most dangerous animal in the world is actually an uncomfortable white person, and it got destroyed. 9.3 thousand upvotes to 125,000 downvotes, and it got ratioed to hell, but maybe people would actually give it a chance. Then they started talking about what this movie is about. Justice Smith on the American Society of Magical Negroes, the insidious, microaggressive nature of racism. Justice Smith and Kobe Libby discuss discomfort in the American Society of Magical Negroes. Well, now that it's actually out in theaters, maybe people would show up. Maybe this have a massive audience, telling people how difficult it is to be a black person in society and how evil white men are. Maybe that'd have a mass appeal. Unfortunately, it doesn't look to be the case. And even the very people that they were trying to pander to with this garbage, it's getting destroyed. Take a look at this. The American Society of Magical Negroes, a 29% from the critics, and right now it's at a 50% audience score. Fewer than 50 verified ratings. Probably because no one's actually going to see this shit, if I had to guess. I haven't even looked. What's the all audience? A 36% from the all audience score right now, with a lot of them saying the very same thing, that if you're going to do a satire, if you're arguing that this is actually a satire, guys, it's supposed to be funny, well, then it has to actually be funny. The problem is this movie is not funny at all. It's miserably, painfully unfunny. And the reality is it's not really a satire. These people actually believe what they're putting on screen. It is a massive virtue signal that is wrapped in a satire, and unfortunately, no one is buying it. And even the very same people that this is pandering to, just take a look at these reviews, they're not buying it. There are versions of this premise relevant to a modern world, but the film's point of view on the state of race relations feels stuck somewhere around 1954. Has a fiery premise, but tepid execution leaves its satire feeling lukewarm. Like the yarn sculpture art Aaron has trouble peddling, it's tough to imagine anyone buying what Kobe Libby is selling. There are so many missed opportunities for humor or any deeper exploration of this story. Society too often panders to the very impulse it's trying to lampoon. And at one point I heard the director talking about this, how he wanted to make people uncomfortable just with the title of the film. I guess you'd think people don't want to say the American Society of Magical Negroes. That's what you titled it, so it's exactly what I'm going to call it over and over and over again. But the sad part is, if you wanted to do a movie like this, again, if you don't know what a magical Negro is, it's a trope that was used to describe like a mysterious, wise black person whose kind of sole purpose in a film or story or whatever would just be to encourage or help the white protagonist. That's kind of the trope that they're talking about. If you wanted to do something like that, there's a way to do it really funny, but you actually got to be outrageous with it. You can't have it be a fucking commentary on real life, which is what they were attempting to do. This is a massive virtue signal. And instead of it being something that could be funny, that everybody could laugh at, instead no one is laughing because it's not fucking funny. And for most people, it's not reflective of anything they've actually experienced before. And now the box office is a reflection that no one's interested in this, because right now, on Thursday and Friday combined, because they didn't report the numbers for the previews, by the way, $500,000. You're looking at maybe a $2 million weekend or something like that for American Society of Magical Negroes. I don't know what the budget is on this. It's obviously not a blockbuster type of budget for something like this. However, it is set to absolutely bomb at the box office. I wonder why. Who could have possibly predicted that that would happen? What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.